I want to start off by saying how disappointed I am in MTR. And the reason why is because you became what you are against. See, what you don't understand about this situation is it went viral because of TikTok. The same people that you talk about, your man Duke that was on there, I don't know where he came from, but he's out here painting a narrative that only reason people care about this is because it's black women. Well, if you go listen to somebody who's didn't take 50 hours of live videos to get to the point, I said Arlett's fans, the Pop the Balloon fans, had nothing to do with this. It was the goofy women of TikTok that started all of this. That's a big old fact. And it wasn't black women. Where did black women get involved in this? Whoever said anything about black women? They said, well, he doesn't date black women. His ex not black. That video got 1 million views on it. So I don't know where you came off and you became what you against, bro. You became chatty. You became gossipy. And it was all based in you. How could it be that when your name gets attached to something, it becomes bad? You weren't trying to help. And we're going to get into why.
It's just for me personally, in order to be able to link and to promote a GoFundMe, I have to see hard proof. I for damn sure don't want to be on the receiving end of another brickface incident, a person lying. I'm not saying that he's a liar, but I like to do further due diligence in the research before I put my stamp of approval on something. But I have...
On my whole point, MTR, I'm not mad at that in one bit. But you got to do further due diligence before you put your disapproval on something too, especially when you attaching your name to something under the disguise that you're trying to help. But then you become the ops, especially with a guy who you just spent 5 hours on the phone with. So if you're going to do your due diligence, do it before you come back out saying he lied to me. Come on, man.
The man wants me to put out these documents. Let me consult an attorney first.
Okay.
I'm not going to put out this document.
And my whole thing is, MTR, the whole channel is about being a man and a leader. And you are influenced by other people. I'm not against what you said, but at the same time, is there a time frame on this, or does he have to move on your clock because the people on your page, your followers, like you're supposed to be a leader, but you letting your followers dictate how you moved? You remind me of J. Cole right now. J. Cole said the people around him geeked him into doing something he didn't want to do. This is you, MTR. Your followers had you jump the gun on this, when all you had to do was leave it where it was and let him handle the business. You didn't stick your name to it. So what was the big deal about you being so thirsty for him to show you some proof?
And you already showing me you're not trustworthy, because look how you turned your back on me in 24 hours.
And that's sad, MTR, as a man. The whole channel about being a man. This should not be able to be said about a man, bruh.
He was upset that
you got your word.
I was unable to give him this documentation without consulting an attorney in a timely fashion that he would like.
Which was a day. And you didn't even do it because you cared. You did it because your platform. And it's really kind of weak because you ain't helping in that regard. That becomes not helping a dude. So you talking about biting the hand that gives you a platform, MTR. It's no different than you becoming a Caitlin Clark fan. All you're doing is hating. You're not helping. You think you're helping, but you're not. You became the problem, bruh. This is what accountability looks like, not what you was doing with Duke.
His main concern was, people are disapproving of what I said now, and people don't like this and that. Not, who cares if he gets sued and lose everything he has Who cares, moving forward? We just want to know.
Okay.
And my thing with you is, MTR, this is where you made the mistake at. You did the video. I watched you, bro. When I started watching you, probably you might have had 8,000 subs when I subbed to you, bro. Like, come on now, I've been rocking. But the point is, where you messed up is you didn't do your due diligence. When you did your first video, you didn't even know about the girlfriend from TikTok. That video had 1 million views. You didn't even know about it. I watched it. I know that you didn't because you didn't mention it. My first video, my first video about him getting fired was me playing that video from a girlfriend that you didn't even know about. So clearly you weren't doing all of the investigating that you thought you was. And you jumped the gun for some foolishness. But we don't get into that further as this video continues. I shouldn't be here.
We only know about you and your story due to the GoFundMe, where you said
this is where you was wrong at, MTR. You didn't do your due diligence. We only know about him because the Queens wasn't qualified. That's why we knew about him. We knew about him because the Queens wasn't qualified. This came from the goofy, evil women of TikTok. Hey, Duke the Don, it ain't black women either. It wasn't black women. Don't try to push along this fake ass gender war to involve black women where they're not even at, just to say somebody hates somebody that's not even involved in nothing.
I need you to provide that information, because if you don't, you scammed on GoFundMe.
Do you realize, MTR, you realize how narcissistic that statement sounds? If you don't give me the name of the job that you work at, that means you scammed Joe GoFundMe. No, it doesn't. Why do you involve yourself in this? Who are you to me? To where I have to prove something to you or else I scammed. No, I didn't. Come on, man. This is MTR, man. We never going to do this again, okay? It's a mistake. You live on from it. You move on from it. You're never going to be this thirsty and jealous. I mean, not zealous for some damn content again. You're never going to be this thirsty for content again, fam. Please.
Is now a legal issue, and I cannot support a liar. I cannot support a thief.
It is now a legal issue because y'all defaming this man's character, especially the Queen of Accountability. What she did on this video that I'm about to play is actually illegal. Like, real talk.
I cannot.
He did not say all of that, bro. You're lying. He did not say this is a scam. I cannot support a liar. I cannot support a thief. Bro, you are lying.
And in your defense, MTR, you don't really have one, but you were just putting sauce on it. I don't think that you weren't even saying that you directly said those words. You were saying that you asked him for the information, and then you were just elaborating on why after that. So in your defense, you didn't even say that, but you shouldn't have.
Like, he did not say all of that. He was just on some, like, he was pressing me too, like, right now, just give me the documents, wooty whoop. I'm like, bro, I need to talk to an attorney, period.
And here's the thing about that, MTR. You didn't do that because you wanted the documents to help them. You did that because you were under pressure by your fans and people giving pushback based on the same people who you are against. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The same stuff you fight against, you let pressure you into doing this. But this was wrong. So what's that tell you, MTR? It means you've been on the right track this whole time of content creating. That means you've been on the right track this whole time. And then you did this. And now look.
After that was it. He said he was going to talk to his platform. I'm like, do whatever you're going to do, because I already knew where it was coming. I already knew. When I seen last night, when I said I was stressing, and I seen those thumbnails that he put up there, this man was not for me. This man was not for me.
And this is my whole thing, MTR. You respect Kevin. You are a Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was your friend, like in real life. One of the parts of high value is your circle of network of people respect you. Like, if you can't be, your word is your bond, bro. If somebody feel like you're just about content and they can't trust you, how so you stuck your neck out here for some content and it makes you look away, bro. And it's crazy. And you think that you can apologize, but it's content creators who don't really respect you. I watch other people who don't really like you. and the stuff that they be saying, you kind of proving their point a little bit now. And I'm against that, but I just watch them too. But I rock with you. I don't think you a lame and a simp. But this is now the second person who said this, bro. So it's like, come on, fam.
Apparently, he changed his tune out of nowhere. I wonder why. I'm not doing nothing until I talk to my attorney. I told you that already. And this
told you that already. He told you that already. He literally said it to you in a message with nobody else around. He told you that already. So why, when you got on the phone with Queen of Accountability, you gonna say, all of a sudden he said he need to talk to his lawyer? No, he been told you that. Then we'll get to that when we get to that.
This was the point of the conversation that I took a step back, I looked at the DM message, and I said to myself, I might have been bamboozled. Although I had enough.
This was the point of the conversation when you took a step back and did something that is not manly, bro. Real talk. We got to call it how it is. If we're going to make this type of content, if we're going to make men improvement content, we got to call it how it is when it's like that. You was on some gossipy shit without the full proof and evidence. And you were being manipulated by your followers. Your followers were telling you what to do. That's not leadership.
Discernment not to donate, and I did not do enough research into his claims to give him a platform to speak about any damn thing.
And you didn't do any research into his claims to do what you're doing right now either. And nobody said you made it about the GoFundMe. And I get why, because that's what you were introduced to, but you should have did more research. You're reminding me of a Caitlin Clark fan right now, making everything about Caitlin, because that's what you was introduced to. But it's bigger than Nino Brown.
Okay. Okay.
So automatically, right? Because I tell you, I need to consult an attorney for my best interest, something that's not in your best interest, that automatically means I'm a scammer. I scammed everyone. Come on, man.
Let's get. I'm gonna.
And that's kind of foul because you're doing it for content. And if you look on your page, you went from Brick Guy lied to me to, Pop the Balloon Guy lied to me to Pop the Balloon. Your last couple videos been about him, bro. I know you got content to make. So why you being so thirsty with him, bro? That's crazy, MTR.
Going to turn into a way to advocate for a man that was unjustly treated because of his presence on a game show has now turned into somehow you becoming the victim.
It wasn't somehow, MTR. It was you trying to pay him out to be a liar when he wasn't. All based on you, your followers pushing you based on people giving him pushback online. People like your man Duke, who just want to go say, Pookie, okay, Pookie. I think that Pookie get more opportunities than you and you don't like it. It's a lot of stuff like that too. You got to understand. So can you reform from being a Pookie, or are you just always a Pookie? No matter what, we're going to revert back to judging you as Pookie. That's what y'all doing. So ain't no somehow he became a victim. He became a victim of y'all believing women online. NTR, you became one of them. Since when are the stuff that the women say on TikTok word is bond? You know that's not true. As a matter of fact, you know the opposite. But somehow he became a victim. Yeah, okay. All right.
My best friend's wife passed.
You shouldn't have to do this. Are y'all now going to go donate, or are y'all just going to say I was wrong? You was wrong, MTR. Now, all the money that you made off content from him, how much of that are you donating directly towards him? Everything you make off that 5-hour live stream, if you want to admit that you're wrong, every single solitary cent you make off that live stream and that Pop the Guy lied to me video, you should send it right to him. Don't collect nothing. Every single 100% of the money off those videos you made about him should go to him. Big facts, MTR.
Away from cancer, in the mouth, leaving him a single father of 4. He's unemployed.
Since the only reason you got involved in it was some money, Stop going on this I was wrong, I was lied to tour and send that man some money then. If money is the only factor, send it. You was wrong. You could pay your way out of this one. That's what the only thing you can do.
Not from having a responsible parent teaching me. So why are you trying to tear me down, man? That's what I want to know. Why are you trying to tear me down?
Hey,
MTR, who do you really advocate for, dude? Do you advocate for men, or do you advocate for men who've never made a mistake in life? If you're a man and you messed up and you did something wrong, now we ain't talking about just any mistake, touching on kids or nothing like that crazy, but a mistake. You can't bounce back from that, huh? Are these the men you advocate for? The squeaky clean guys who never did nothing wrong. But that's not life, bro. Some people make mistakes, do things, get in trouble early, learn from that, and then builds them into the man that they are. Everybody did, may he rest in peace. Everybody didn't have a guy like your father, bro. Some people are Charleston White. This guy literally on camera said he thinks people should go to jail to learn discipline. MTR, you learned discipline from your father, fam. That's where you learned it. He learned it in jail. Everybody not the same type of dude. So do you advocate for men, or do you advocate for men who've never made a mistake in life? I need to know that answer to that question, MTR, because I've been rocking with you from literally damn near the beginning. You got 700,000 followers. I think I've been following you since you had like 12, maybe. I want to say even less than 10,000 subs. I think I followed you. You had like 7,000 subs when I started following you. Now you have 700,000. I've been rocking with you. So who do you really advocate for, man? Men or men who never made a mistake in life?
send me, what is the name of the place that you worked? Now he needs to go get a lawyer. Okay.
He told you that on the thing.
What's your license number? Now he needs to go get a lawyer. Number, right?
MTR, let me stop you right there before you say what you say. This is what I'm saying, fam. As a person to talk about how men move, how men operate, what you doing right now is gossiping. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you had a conversation with him, but what you doing is you adding sauce to what you said. So you might have said the part about give me the job, but you didn't say what's your license number, man. And that's the difference, because Queen of Accountability is on here saying that he didn't have a license, but you had a 5-hour conversation with him and never asked about the license. So as a man who had a conversation with another man, when a woman comes in doing the woman thing, you should have been able to correct her as a man to say, well, no, I did get the license information. So he does have a valid license. But you wouldn't. So how is this leadership, fam? This not. This is following. This is following. You followed your followers, and then you follow Queen of Accountability. When you had the ability to lead the situation, you could have talked to him personally. You could have asked the question that you just said you just asked, but you didn't. You could have did more due diligence, but you didn't. You followed along the situation, MTR. That's why you're in the situation you in, because you were a follower, not a leader. Come on, fam. And I'm not saying that you're not a leader. You weren't leading in this situation. You followed. And look what it got you. MTR, you have a 5-hour live stream with this dude. We can prove that you didn't do that on your live. You asked for the proof of the job. You didn't ask for the proof of him being a plumber. He'd have gave it to you, just like he gave to these people. You didn't ask for it, fam. So now you're trying to add sauce based on what Queen of Accountability said. Men are supposed to lead, not match the energy of women. MTR, you're matching the energy of a woman, fam. That's what you're doing on this video.
And not pull out my license for this man. This man never asked me for my license to begin with.
You didn't, MTR.
Oh, I can't believe you sitting here lying.
These will go crazy, but people are not donating because
nobody's asking for the GoFundMe to go crazy. He's asking for 15K and he already had 13 of it. He don't need your help. He never needed you, MTR. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah, you a bigger platform. You talking about biting the hand and giving you a platform. He never needed you, fam. He never asked for you. You reached out to him. You reached out to him. You DM him. You wanted to talk to him. You wanted him to respond to you. He never asked for your help, MTR. So how come you involving yourself ended up becoming a bad thing? This is not how men's supposed to be, bro. This ain't male improvement or accountability. It's neither one of those two. Let's keep it a buck.
I was telling people, wait for the paperwork to come out, right? But so if he was,
we respect that. I respect that, MTR. No problem with that at all. But wait. Do you understand what waiting means? It doesn't mean you could be in somebody's inbox trying to press them to give you the shit right now. Who the hell are you? Trying to make me do this right now, or else I'm going to go live and say you lied. Wait. Do you know the definition of wait? You're a smart guy. Masters. Really smart. I know you know what wait means. Come on, man.
to provide that, and it would go more towards his efforts. But he's all of a sudden now I'm the enemy for him. All of a sudden he's
all of a sudden, MTR, hold yourself accountable, fam. All of a sudden you're the enemy because you sided with the ops. You are doing what your whole channel is against. They literally have the same people who have a government who put you number 2 on a list of man hating, got him fired from his job. It's the same app where a guy got his hair braided and got fired. It's all the same thing. The same people who got him fired tried to get your channel taken down. But all of a sudden, you the enemy. Of who? Seem like you're the enemy of a lot of people.
I feel like they did this maliciously, but I do feel like this was a reaction to the Auburn preach.
I think that Queen was being malicious. I think that Duke was being malicious. I think that MTR ended up. I don't even know. I can't even give you that one, MTR. I ain't gonna make you hold that malicious L. I ain't gonna make you hold the malicious L, but I am gonna make you hold the. I can't call it sassy. I'm not gonna do that to you, MTR. It ain't sassy, but it's something along those lines, bro.
And they were just trying to damage control. That's how I feel.
That's what you was doing. You were doing damage control. Duke and Queen were being malicious. That's what it was, MTR. I ain't gonna call you sassy. You were doing damage control, fam.
About it.
But it was no damage. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There was no actual damage, and you were doing damage control. That's why you end up where you're at.
He telling a woman she was not qualified for me. She was not fit to my liking. How does this jump all the way to this guy's a criminal? This guy's this. This guy.
MTR, let me answer that question for you. The same women on TikTok that you do videos about, that's how it jumped from this to that. The same evil people who got you number 2 on a list, that's how this jumped to that. Because no matter who you are, MTR, you don't have to be, I had a violent past and all these videos you did about him. You could be you. You're number 2 on the list of woman haters to these guys. That's what they said, right? Was it true? Is this how you trying to get off the list, MTR? By stuff like this? Well, I think this is how you got on it. By them painting negative narratives about people who don't deserve it. But that's neither here nor there. You can hold that one. You got it.
Still gonna take bits and pieces out of this and misconstrue it and still try to and talk about the past and this. Man, come on.
What they do, man, people don't care.
Man, this is crazy. Anything
moving on from your past is for you, not for other people's approval. Because at the end of the day, it be people who don't want to see you move past them. You know what I'm saying?
Anything y'all
even okay, let's keep it real. Why would MTR want to see you doing better than him? A guy who never got in no trouble, went and got his master's degree at a 100K job, quit that to become a successful content creator, never made no mistakes in life. To see somebody like you, 30 cases in different states, to be over him, low-key is something that triggers him. MTR, I'm disappointed in you, fam. You became what you against. We figured it out with Queen's personal. MTR, do better, man. Good job, Kites. Real, man. I have nothing else to say. I could give my outro. I could give my closing statement. There is no closing statement. The case is dismissed in this bench trial. Y'all tried to paint this man to be out something that he not, and the case is effing dismissed. Get the hell out of my courtroom, Queen and MTR. And I don't want to see y'all like this again. I got a good report with y'all. Don't come back to my court with this nonsense. Real